Hello bankers, so very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So guys, in this particular session we are going to discuss our unit number 9, which is all about international economic organization. Okay, so if you'll go through your book content, it is mostly like 70-80%. It is around two major institutions. One is IMF and another one is World Bank. Okay. The third part of this particular unit is regional cooperative institutions or groups. So in this particular session, we are going to discuss all these particular one, right? So International Economic Organization, World Bank and IMF. Okay, so let's have a look around the course content. So first, International Economic Organization. Then we have IMF and World Bank. Then we have WTO also, World Trade Organization. Then regional economic cooperations. Then we have recent international issues. Okay, so you'll definitely see one question based on this particular unit. Mostly it is about IMF or World Bank or the comparison or the WTO, or sometime it is about the regional the cooperative institutions or this regional economic cooperations. Okay, so where we have G20, G7, G8, SARC, ASEAN. So we have lots of groups and institutions. Okay, but like the basic questions, if question will be based on these two, it will be statement based or the comparison between these two institutions. All right. So with the help of number of MCQs, again, we are going to discuss this particular unit in detail itself, right? So we will start our today's discussion with very first question on your screen, and it is about IMF, International Monetary Fund. So which of the following statement about IMF are correct? So you have to find out the correct statement related to this. IMF was formed in 1944 at the Bretton Woods conference and started with 29 members countries, 100% truth. Actually, that enactment that happened in 1944, but actually it started working from 1945 itself. Okay, but this is the right statement here. SDR, special drawing right, was introduced in 1969. Very true. To serve as a international reserve asset. Okay. So this is again statement 2 is also wrong, right? Okay. IMF provide concessional loan to low income countries and participate in debt relief initiative like HIPCs or MDRIs. True. IMF primarily focus on financing infrastructure project. No. In developing countries, so this is wrong. One of the key role of IMF is to conduct economic surveillance and provide policy recommendation to its member nations. IMF usually do this particular thing with World Economic Outlook report. So there is one report which is known as World Economic Outlook report, which is generally get released by IMF itself. So where they basically they generally release the outcome for the coming years. तो कैसे आपका क्या क्या challenges आपके world economy level पे आपके हो सकते हैं, and how we can overcome with these particular challenges, उनके लिए जो सुझाव हैं कैसे उनसे बाहर निकलना है, ठीक है. So that is the one. ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer for this one? International Monetary Fund's correct statement. So 1, 2, 3 and 5. ठीक है. So 1, 2, 3 and 5, that means option A only is the right answer for this one. ठीक है. So statement 4 was wrong. IMF does not focus on financing infrastructure. Instead, it helps in balance of payment policy recommendations and financial stability to the developing or underdeveloped countries. Right? SDR is very important one thing. So last year, the question was based on SDR itself. Okay? So SDR basket itself. Okay? So there are 5 currencies. So the newly added currency or something that was Chinese yuan. Okay? So the question was around that particular one. Okay? The review that generally happen on periodical basis. So with this particular question, we will make our understanding. Which of very important question, guys. Okay? So which of the following statement correct regarding India's relationship with the IMF and SDR? India, being a founding member of IMF, has always held a permanent seat on executive board. No, okay. We not always. We got this permanent seat in 1970. Okay? We were the founding member of IMF, okay, from 1945 onwards. Okay? But we got this permanent seat in 1970 itself. So this is wrong. SDR allocation are primarily used by IMF member nation to settle trade balances between each others. No, they are not kind of a tradable things. These are reserve asset. Okay. So this statement is also wrong. The SDR is neither a currency nor a direct claim on IMF, but can be exchanged for freely usable currency like dollar or the other one also. Yeah. The next question. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Huh? All right. So next one was the composition of SDR basket is reviewed periodically to reflect the evolving importance of global currencies. The last one happened in 2022 itself. The previous one was in 2015. So in every 5 years usually. So the next one is scheduled for 2027. So this is true. IMF determine SDR allocation based solely on the country's GDP. No, this is not the sole parameters. So this is also wrong. India's IMF quota determine its voting power, but its voting share is slightly lower than the quota percentage. This is 100% true. India's quota is around 6.76 something, and the voting right is less than that. The quota is around 2.7 and 2.76 or something, and your voting power is 2.67 something. So this is the right one. The SDR value fluctuate daily based on market exchange rate of basket currencies, and these basket currencies are dollar, then we have euro, then we have yuan, then we have yen and pound. Okay, so these are the five currencies which are generally part of this one. Okay. The maximum weightage that generally belongs to USD. Then the second one is dollar itself. Sorry, your euro itself. The third one is your yuan. Okay? And yuan was the newly added currency. They recently added this particular one in September 2015. Okay? In this particular currency basket. Okay? So we have to find out the correct statement. 3, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4, 6, 7. Yes. So option C will be right answer for this particular one. Okay? So statement 1 was incorrect. India was given a permanent seat on the executive board in 1970 due to high quota, but does not automatically hold for forever. Okay. 2, incorrect. SDR allocation are not primarily for trade settlement, but for the supplementing reserve and providing liquidity. 5 was incorrect. Allocation consider multiple factors, not just GDP and forex reserve. Right. Next one. So this is very important one, guys. Yeah, so this is the based on the current review. So current review which happened in September 2022. The next one is scheduled for the uh, आपका अगस्त or September 2027. ठीक है. So if you talk about this particular one, August 22 itself, sorry, ठीक है. It happened in August from August 1st 2022. ठीक है. So the maximum weightage that generally belongs to USD 43.38%, because the maximum international trade that generally happen in this particular currency. The second most is 29.31% to USD. Then we have Chinese renminbi or yuan 12.28%. Japanese yen 7.59, and pound sterling it is 7.44. So if you add this particular one, it will come to 100 point. Okay, so this one SDR is equal to this much of currencies. And this is a currency basket which generally get change on regular basis. ठीक है. जैसे जैसे आपके currencies के अंदर आपका changes होंगे, ठीक है. If dollar will get strength in the market, so the value of SDR will increase because it has the maximum weightage in this particular one. ठीक है. तो कुछ इस तरीके से, so during this particular period what we generally did, we made these certain changes in our this. ठीक है. So this is like कई बार वो पूछ लेता है कौन सी करेंसीज हैं, मैक्सिमम वेटेज किसको है, या न्यूली एडेड कौन है. सो प्लीज डू रिमेंबर दीज ऑल दीज फैक्ट्स, दे विल हेल्प यू आउट. ठीक है, चलो अब वर्ल्ड बैंक. ठीक है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग प्रोग्राम इज नॉट सपोर्टेड बाय वर्ल्ड बैंक. ठीक है, सो वर्ल्ड बैंक आपका जो डेवलपमेंट रिलेटेड लोन्स आपका ज्यादा देता है, विच इंक्लूड सर्व शिक्षा अभियान, प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना, नेशनल गंगा रिवर बेसिन प्रोजेक्ट टू क्लीन द गंगा रिवर, स्टार्टअप इन इंडिया इनिशिएटिव इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड बैंक प्रोग्राम्स. ठीक है, सो सर्व शिक्षा अभियान एजुकेशन, प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना एग्रीकल्चर, and National Ganga River Basin, environmental protection. But Startup India initiative is primarily government of India's initiative to promote the entrepreneurship. Right. Next one. There was one question in your previous examination based on this. ठीक है, like a similar type of question. ठीक है, but the question was wrong. ठीक है, और in IIBF they have given the extra marks or grace marks for that particular one. ठीक है, ऐसा कई बार होता है कि अगर क्वेश्चन गलत होगा so IIBF will give you full marks or grace marks for that particular one. ठीक है, so these like the World Bank group which has 5 different groups. ठीक है, तो जिसमें आपका ICSID was established in 1966, mediate dispute between international investors and state 100% true, and India is not a member of this particular one. ठीक है, MEGA protect investors against non-commercial and political risk. Developing countries, yes, this is also true. ठीक है, IFC International Finance Corporation, ठीक है, it is multilateral investment guarantee agreement. ठीक है, IFC focus on financing private sector project in developing nations. ठीक है, IDA provide long term interest free loans and grant to world poorest countries. ठीक है, then IBRD primarily serve middle income and credit worthy low income countries by providing a loan and financial advices. ठीक है, India is a member of all 5. No, India is not member of all 5. We are not part of this one. IDA also provide major debt relief through the HIPC and MDRI initiative. This is the right one. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and no 1, 2, 3, 4 बी और हाँ एक बार इसका हाँ बी इज द राइट आंसर एक्चुअली. ठीक है, सो बी मीन्स आपका 1, 2, 3, 4 एंड 6. ठीक है, सो हाँ 7 आपका, सो 6 वाज रॉन्ग. ठीक है, सो 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so these all are the correct statement. ठीक है, the only incorrect statement was statement 6. India is not part of all these 5 institution, you know. ठीक है, no worries, we will discuss these particular one in detail. ठीक है, so India is not not member of ICSID. One by one, we will be discussing all these. So World Bank Group is a collection of 5 international institutions headquartered in Washington DC. So the World Bank Group comprise the following 5 agencies. One is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. International Development Association, IDA, International Finance Corporation, IFC, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, MEGA, International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute. So, see, exact question was this, ki, like India is part of member of which of the following World Bank group, or not part of which of the following group, and they have given the all of the above. ठीक है, and उन्होंने ये ऑप्शन दिया ही नहीं था कि आपका even this was part of that particular option. ठीक है, so India is one of the founder member of IBRD, IDA and IFC. ठीक है, so India is not member of this particular one. Please do remember this one also. ठीक है, so International Bank for Reconstruction and Development provide loan to middle income countries and creditworthy developing countries. International Development Association offer concessional loan and grant to world poorest countries. International Finance Corporation focus on private sector development in developing countries. Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency promote foreign direct investment in developing countries by providing political risk. International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute provide a forum for resolving investment dispute between government and foreign investors. Okay, so these are the five these are the five groups which are generally part of World Bank. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Differences आपका between IMF and World Bank. So the difference between IMF and World Bank group. Okay. So IMF primarily assists on short to medium term balance of payment support, whereas World Bank provide a long term financing for development project through the IMF promote exchange rate and monetary stability, correct? While the World Bank focus on economic development of poorer countries, right? IMF financial resources come mainly from quota subscription of its member countries, whereas the World Bank group raise funds through the borrowing from international bonds market and conditions. So this is also true. All are correct. Okay? 1, 2, 3, all are correct. Okay? So these all statements are correct with regard to the differences or the comparison between IMF and World Bank. Okay? So D will be right answer for this one. Okay, so please do remember this particular one, again very important one. ठीक है, बहुत बार आपका 1 मार्क्स के अंदर आपको ऐसा क्वेश्चन जो देखने के लिए मिलेगा. ठीक है, सो वी हैव दिस डिटेल डिस्कशन आल्सो. सो इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड single institution and it has 5 institution World Bank group. ठीक है, oversee the international monetary system, seek to promote economic development especially in poorer countries, promote exchange rate and monetary stability, and it focused on assisting developing countries through long-term financing. Then assist BOP bailout funds by providing short to medium credits. Increase private enterprises in developing countries through its affiliate, International Finance Corporation. It has insurance and arbitration wing MEGA and ICSID respectively. Draw its financial resource principally from the quota subscriptions as per your reserve with IMF itself or quotas with IMF. IBRD and IFC acquire most of their financial resources by borrowing from the international bond market. Okay, so that is the one. And IDA get donations. Okay, so ये इस तरीके से आपका जो दोनों के बीच में differences आपको देखने के लिए मिलेंगे. ठीक है, next one. Which of the following statement about WTO, World Trade Organization, are correct? So it is located in Geneva, Switzerland. Earlier it is known as GATT. So there was one agreement which is passed by IMF, World Bank, or the other countries also. Other institution that is known as GATT. So later on 1st of January onwards, 1995 onwards, it is converted into an institution that is generally known as World Trade Organization. Okay? So, General Agreement on Trade and Tariff GATT was signed in 1947 and become effective from 1948. So, to trade international trade development and to solve the dispute, we signed one agreement at international level. So, that is generally known as GATT. Okay? The WTO was established on 1st January 1995, replacing GATT as the primary organization for global trade. ठीक है, तो ये जो agreement था, basically we formed that particular one as an organization in 1995. So it is known as WTO. ठीक है, the WTO has 195 members. No, it is 190 तो अभी भी नहीं है. ठीक है, it is right now we have so this is wrong. ठीक है, so right now यहाँ पे अगर हम लोग बात करें ना, so 2022 it should be 164. Right now we have 166 members. ठीक है, so अभी जो WTO के total members हैं they are 166, but in 2022 we have only 164. ठीक है, WTO top decision making body in ministerial conference which meet roughly every 2 years. ठीक है, one of the WTO function is to engage with IMF and World Bank to promote global economic policy coherence. This is also true. Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. That means option A only will be right answer for this particular one. Okay, so statement third one was wrong. 164 members on this. बट इन 2025 ठीक है इट इज 166 मेंबर, ठीक है। सो आज के डेट में इसके जो टोटल मेंबर्स हैं दे आर 166 आपका, ठीक है। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट अबाउट WTO आर करेक्ट, ठीक है। WTO के संबंध में करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है। WTO provide technical assistance and training to developing countries. True about the trade things and all. The WTO directly impose trade policies on member nations. No, it does not impose trade policies. ठीक है, ये आपका impose नहीं कर सकता. Basically, it is a kind of organization who generally provide the areas of developments or how we can expand our overall international trade and all. ठीक है. WTO cooperate with other international organizations. This is true. 1 in 3 आपका that will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है. So statement 2, sorry, 1 in 3. 1 in 3 option not D, option C will be correct answer for this one. ठीक है. So आपका WTO does not impose trade policies on member nations, but rather facilitate negotiation and dispute resolutions. ठीक है. So the primary functions which are generally performed by WTO: administrating WTO trade agreements, providing forum for trade negotiation, handling trade dispute, monitoring national trade policies, technical assistance and training for developing countries, and cooperation with other international organizations. So these are some core functions which are generally get performed by the WTO itself. So basically इसका जो उद्देश्य है आपका, the objective of WTO is to promote the international trade, to boost the international trade, and if you have some sort of challenges and all, so to negotiate those particular challenges between the conflicting parties. ठीक है, तो जो भी ऐसे areas हैं overall आपका कैसे और ज़्यादा इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड को स्मूथ बनाया जाए, दैट इज द कोर एरिया, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement about regional economic cooperations are correct? Okay. So regional economic cooperations like we have BIMBISTIC, we have BRICS, we have SARC, we have ASEAN, we have G7, G8, G20. So these are they are generally categorized as regional economic cooperation. Okay. So what is the idea behind these particular one? So to help each others, ठीक है, हर एक दूसरे कंट्री को आपका हेल्प करना and sharing the resources and all. So that is the primary agenda of these one. ठीक है. So regional economic cooperation aim to promote economic growth and security within a specific geographical region. True. European Union was established in 1993 following the Maastricht treaty. That is also true. Maastricht treaty जिसके basis पे भी formed this European Union, a group of 19 countries. The Eurozone consists of 28 EU members, no, 19 EU members, European Union members, stayed using the euro as the official currency. So this is wrong. SARC was founded in 1985 and SAFTA was established in 2006 to promote free trade among the member nations. Then we have cooperations among the regional economic organizations should be based on equity, equality, and mutual gains. This is also true. So 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 means option B will be right answer for this one. Okay? So the only statement incorrect was Eurozone consists only 19 out of 28 European nations. Okay? So not the all members are part of this one. Which of the following about ASEAN, OPEC, or G7 and G20 are correct? Yeah. So ASEAN, take a first one. Then we have OPEC, oil-related countries. Yeah, these are Asian and South Asian countries, Southeast countries. G7, group of 7 countries. It was earlier known as G8. So then in 2014, Russia exit from this particular one. Yeah. G20 आपका group of 20. So India is also member of this one. Last to last year in 2023 we host that particular meeting also. Right? So ASEAN is headquarter in Jakarta, Indonesia. Correct है, ठीक है. ASEAN का जो headquarter है वो आपका जकार्ता इंडोनेशिया के अंदर. The founder member of OPEC include Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. This is also correct. Qatar remain an active member of OPEC as of to no. Qatar left this particular one. Qatar exit from this particular one. Okay. So now Qatar is not part of OPEC. So this is wrong. Okay. G7 was established in 1975. Include USA, UK, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan. Okay. Russia is not part of this. Yes, true. Russia is a member of G7. नहीं है. ठीक है. G7 का member. They exit in 2014 or somewhere. So this is wrong. G20 consist of both developed and developing countries and represent over 85% of world GDP. This is also true. Okay? So correct statements 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6. That means option A will be right answer for this one. Okay? So Qatar, who generally exit from OPEC in January 2019. And statement 5 was wrong. Russia was part of G8, but now they got removed in 2014. Okay? So these two countries, they exit or get removed from that particular group. Okay? So G जो 8 था पहले आपका, earlier Russia was part of that particular one, then they get excluded. So अब वो क्या बन गया आपका G7. ठीक है? So now a quick summary about all these regional cooperative organizations or groups. European Union, the European Union was established in 1993. Following the signing of Maastricht Treaty, it is a collection of 28 nations that work together as an economic and political bloc. The EU, European Union, was awarded the Nobel Prize in 2012 for its contribution to the cause of peace, reconciliations, and democracy and human rights in Europe. Okay? Eurozone, founded in 1999, Eurozone is an economic union comprised 19 of 29 European Union members states who have chosen the euro as their single currency and only a legal tender. The European Central Bank is the Eurozone Central Bank, central bank in charge of monetary policy and headquartered in Frankfurt, Germany. SARC, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, is a regional trade base in Kathmandu, Nepal. Okay, so it is located in Kathmandu. It was founded in 1985. SARC 8 members are India, Maldives, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, and Afghanistan. South Asian Free Trade Area, SAFTA, was established on 1st of January 2006 to increase free trade among the member countries. Okay. Then we have ASEAN. Asian, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. It is regional trade blocs based on in Jakarta, Indonesia. So its headquarters is Jakarta, Indonesia. ASEAN now include 10 members. Indonesia, then we have Philippines, Malaysia, then we have Thailand, Singapore, Brunei, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar. The 39 Asian Summit was held in Brunei during this. ठीक है, इसकी जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. This is a very important organization. Is a permanent intergovernmental organization comprising 13 oil exporting developing countries that coordinate and unifies their petroleum policy. It found in Baghdad, Iraq, was with a signing of agreements in September 1960 by 5 countries. These are Islamic Republic of Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. They were to become the founder members of the organization. OPEC member include Iran, Iraq, Kuwait. Kuwait left basically in 2019. Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, Libya, the United Arab Emirates. Then we have Algeria, Nigeria. Then we have Ecuador. We have Gabon. We have Angola, and we have Equatorial Guinea and Congo. OPEC headquarters is located in Vienna, and Qatar terminated its membership on 1st January 2019. ठीक है. Apart from this, we have G7, group 7. So group of 7, 1975. These 7 countries are Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, UK, and US. Comprising 7 members. 7 main goal is to debate and occasionally act as concert to help resolve global challenges with particular emphasis on economic differences. G20, group of 20, 1999, bring government from developed and developing countries together to address major issues concerning with global economy and financial stability. G20 members is made of the world's greatest advanced and emerging nations, comprising over two-thirds of the global population, 85% of GDP, and more than 75% of global trade. Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Republic of Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, UK, and US, and European Union. So the 19 countries plus one union, they are generally part of this one. OECD, then Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, is an intergovernmental economic organization with roughly 36 member nations, was founded in 1961 to promote economic advancement and global comments. Its headquarters is located in Paris. NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreements, is regional trade blocs comprised of Canada, US, Mexico, that was established in 1994. In terms of GDP, NAFTA is one of the world's largest trading blocs. Then BIMSTEC. So BIMSTEC, which is a multilateral organization established with the aim to accelerate the share growth and cooperation between um, littoral and adjacent countries, Bay of Bengal region. It has a total 7 members, 5 from South Asia, including Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, India, and Sri Lanka, and 2 from Southeast Asia, Myanmar, and Thailand. It was founded as BIMSTEC in 1997 and with adopt of Bangkok Declaration. Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, and Thailand was the members of this particular one. So BIMSTEC. Next one. Which of the following economic organization aim to strengthen economic linkage among Asian nations and there are 5 free trade agreements? So it is RCEP. So RCEP, that is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, and India is not part of RCEP. Is a free trade agreements among the 10 Asian countries and there are 5 FTA partners, trade partners like Australia, China, Japan, New Zealand, and South Korea to enhance trade and investment. So, a regional comprehensive economic partnership is a free trade agreements among 10 Asian members countries like Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, and 5 FTA partners Australia, China, Japan, New Zealand, and Republic of Korea. The RCEP was built upon the existing ASEAN plus one FTA with the spirit to strengthen economic linkage and to enhance trade and investment related activities as well as to contribute minimizing development gap among the parties itself. So now the summary one. So see, this unit is, हो सकता है कि वो आपको जो लास्ट में जो आपका रीजनल कोऑपरेटिव ग्रुप्स हैं उनके ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन आपका दे दें अबाउट द कोर एरियाज और मेंबर्स एंड ऑल. बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट इज अराउंड IMF एंड वर्ल्ड बैंक एंड WTO. ये 3 इंस्टीट्यूशन आपका जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है. सो समरी, an international economic organization is one that created by group of countries to promote economic development and global trade. IMF was founded in July 1994, was delegate from 45 countries met in Bretton Woods, New York to agree on a framework for international economic cooperation when 29 countries signed an article of agreements. India became member of IMF on 27th of December 1945. India is a founding member of IMF. A finance minister is ex officio governor of board of IMF. Okay. The the value of SDR is based on basket of 5 currencies. These are dollar, we have US dollar, euro, we have Chinese renminbi or yuan, okay, Japanese yen, and British pound sterling. Okay. India is the IMF sixth largest quota holding members. India's current quota is around 13,144, which is 2 point this, and the voting right is this. But with time, this got increased here. The World Bank is largest development bank in the world. It offers financial solution and policy assistance to nations in order to help eliminate poverty and spread the benefit of sustainable growth. World Bank groups, which includes these 5 groups: IBRD, IDA, we have IFC, we have MEGA, and we have ICSID. Okay? So these are the groups of World Bank. Okay? So now the final one, final set. So when did India become member of IMF? So 1945. Okay? The which is not one of the basket of 5 currencies. Canadian dollar is not part of this one. Okay? India is not one of the founder member of which of the World Bank group. Okay? So it is okay, this you have to check. हाँ, ठीक है? It is IBRD or MEGA. ठीक है, इन दोनों में से एक होना चाहिए. Which nation is not a member of Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries? So now Qatar, who generally exit from this particular group in 2019. India is a member of Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. So answer is no. ठीक है? So this is the entire discussion around this particular topic. Okay, so I hope you get this particular thing clearly. समझ में आया होगा सबको सारी चीजें आपका, ठीक है? And if you have some queries or if you have any doubt, you can send me your queries over there. ठीक है, आप यहाँ पे मुझे अपनी queries शेयर कर सकते हैं, या फिर अगर आपके कोई और doubts हैं और आप like मतलब if you feel कि आपका practice कम हो रहा है, कुछ और हो रहा है, so you can practice module wise mock, so where you'll get additional number of questions and also that will help you like in your preparation journey itself, right? So आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं guys. This is it from my side. Thank you for joining this session. Thank you for watching this session. Bye bye. Take care all. Have a nice day. Thank you.